Hey, what's happening, everybody? James here, and back with a little bit of a watch update slash review of why I think the Rolex Sky-Dweller in blue is still remaining one of the best references that you can find out there in the watch world right now. So this Rolex is the Sky-Dweller. It was released in 2017 is when they made the upgrade and started to offer it in steel. And, this one was it was the first Rolex that I have purchased. It was the first real luxury watch that I purchased. And, I've had it in the collection it's been just over 3 years now. And, of all the watches that I own, this continues to be my favorite. And, if you've watched my review, or any of my reviews really, you know that I am a huge, huge fan of the rubber B bracelets, or the rubber B straps, I should say. I just think it adds a whole different element to Rolex, and it continues to be, I think, this combo is just one of the best ones out there. They have black. Now they also have a white face. There's a mint green that's released this year with the new Rolex updated 2023 releases. So, I did look at that one, not in person, obviously, because no AD that I've seen has had one yet. It really is a beautiful piece. But I just think overall for the value, for the money that you're paying and what you're actually getting, it is still one of the most versatile pieces out there from Rolex. So, the Daytona is such a popular model, and there is unbelievable amounts of hype still with the Daytona, especially now that we have the new versions just released in 2023, and the old models are discontinued. But, in terms of practicality and function, I really don't think that you can beat the Sky-Dweller. Even with a date just, you're getting, the Daytona doesn't have a date on it. Like, you're not even getting that. Is the design iconic? Of course, it sure is. But I still think, again, for the value, for the price point, it's really, really hard to beat. I mean, especially if you can get one at retail, it's fantastic. But, there are some of the Sky-Dweller references now that trade, secondary market for not that much above retail, maybe a couple thousand, which isn't bad, when you consider, again, like the Daytona or even like GMTs you're talking about like 200% of retail or 300% of retail, because the Sky-Dweller you can get for under 20 grand, which is fantastic. So, not necessarily in the blue, sorry if you're watching, but I think that this one is still a little bit above the $20,000 price point, like kind of mid 20 range, 22, 23, somewhere in there. So it's stayed pretty steady as far as from when I purchased this one. And like I say, it continues to be a rock star of a watch. As far as the functions, if you're not familiar with the Sky-Dweller at all, let me take you on a little bit of a tour of it, just so that you know what it is. And obviously my full review is there on the channel, so you can watch that. But 42 millimeter case, just about 50 millimeters lug to lug, about 14 millimeters thick, just under 14 millimeters thick. Stainless steel, and they're 904L steel with the white gold 18 karat bezel, white gold hour indices, white gold hands, and of course the coronet is also white gold. Case back is not transparent. The first transparent case backs finally showed up in 2023 for Rolex with the 1908. So they've got that now. And then, of course, the granddaddy of the Daytona collection, the Platona, is the first one that they have with a see-through case back now, which is pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I haven't seen some reviews of that one. But stainless steel clasp, and this one is just the beacon hook, folding clasp here. It doesn't have the clamshell, so you can see there's a little beak right there, and then the hook is up here. So you just press it down, it locks into place, and then reopens again. So as far as the functionality goes, still one of the coolest things that I like about it is that it uses the Ring Command Bezel, which is just such a unique, cool piece of tech from Rolex, which is why I really like it. But it's part of the movement. So as you can see on the dial, lots going on there. You've got the 12-hour indices, and then on the outside of those, you've got these little white apertures here, and then there's a red one at 5. That's because today is May 14th. So it's also an annual calendar. The 12 hours of the watch represent the 12 months of the year. And then, of course, you also have a secondary time zone function in the middle. So it's also a GMT, which is really cool. And, you can set that to, whatever your reference time is. And then you've got the hour hand that you can move individually, or I should say you can isolate the hour hand to set your local time. So just to show you how you actually do this, when I pull it out right now, it just winds. It just winds the watch. That's all it does. If I pull it to the first, or if I unscrew it, it winds. When I pull it out, it does nothing, which is really, really cool. So it's like it's not connected to the movement right now. The bezel is part of the movement, like I said. So what we actually would do is if I move it 1 click to the left, I can adjust the date bidirectionally. And it also does differentiate between your 30 and 31 day months for you. So again, it's an annual calendar. The only time you have to adjust it is just between February and March. Then if I move it 1 more click to the left, now I have my local hour hand that I can move. I also can drive the date if I want to by moving the hour hand. So that's cool. It doesn't drive it backwards though, only forwards. So just so you are aware of that. And then if I move it 1 more click to the left while I've got it pulled out here, then it will hack the seconds. And you can see the second hand just stopped. Now I can set my reference time first. So this is actually where you would start. So again, I am in Chicago time or Central time. So right now it is, I had it set a second ago, I should know. It's just after 8. It's like 8:09, 8:08. So basically, you set your reference time here to the 20. Then I'm going to move it 1 click. Oh, and I guess I should set the minutes too. That might be helpful. Is it 8:08? Right about there. Here we go. Now I move it 1 click to the right. Now I can move it back 1 hour for the local time. And then now I got to reset my date, and I'm actually going to, let's say the 14th. I'm going to set it to the 13th. Then I'm going to move one click back, and then I'm going to drive my date forward here just to make sure that I've got it in 24 hour. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Cool. But that is it. So then you push the crown back in, screw it down. You've got the water resistance on here. It's the 9000 movement, or the 9001 movement, which is one of their more complex movements. I think that and the Yachtmaster 2 are the most complex that they make. So you've got that in there. It's about a 72-hour power reserve. Plenty of power reserve on it, which is fantastic. And again, I mean, it just continues to be a feat of engineering and design, and I think creativity of having that secondary time zone in there, the annual calendar. I mean, it just checks a lot of boxes. So again, if you're looking for a great quality watch, I do firmly believe this could be a one watch deal. I do love the white dial as well. The black dial is nice. It's just real clean if you're looking for an all black watch. Again, the mint green is the newest one. They've obviously got some precious metal variants with oyster flex and things like that. But, as far as stainless steel goes, I do still think it is both one of the most beautiful watches out there. I think it's one of the most functional watches out there. It is definitely expensive, on the luxury scale, right? You can get, I have like my JLC that I'm wearing right now. Has most of the same features. It's not an annual calendar, so you have to reset the date more, but still has some of the same functionality, probably a little more than, or a little less than half the price on the Sky-Dweller. But, if you like Rolex, if you're into Rolex, or if you're interested in Rolex, or if you're looking for that one piece that can really, make your collection or be your collection, honestly, this could be it for you. And if you want to be, fun and functional and be a little stylish too, throw on a rubber B strap, because that also works really, really well. So I don't wear my watches on this hand, but I'll just put it on just to see what it looks like on the wrist. And that's what it looks like. So like I said, I just love the navy color combo. I think it looks awesome. You can see the shine. It's just great. It's just an all-around great piece and a very functional one. So hope you enjoyed. Stop back and say hello. Check out some other reviews on the channel. And I hope that you find whatever watch you're looking for out there. I hope you find it, and I hope you enjoy it. Because honestly, this whole collecting thing, once you start, it just becomes a journey of its own. And everybody's is a little bit different. So have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.